Hello everyone, this is Red with RedDragonLeo.com. I wanted to go over what has happened with this ambassador to Libya. This guy was, no question in my mind, he was killed by the Illuminati faction, New World Order people here in the United States. That'd be Henry Kissinger, George W. Bush, David Rockefeller, J. Rockefeller, the entire clan of thugs and murderers. They are doing this on purpose so that they can get the people believing that President Assad over there in Libya is a bad guy, because they want to bring on chaos into that region to destabilize it. So their end game, of course, is to get the price of oil up to $150 a barrel. So, I guess by doing these things in Libya, as well as what was just come on the news with all that rioting in Yemen, that as well, as that's awfully close to the Straits of Hormuz, and that is their end game. They're going to do whatever it takes to get the price of oil up to $150 a barrel or more. That's $6 or $7 a gallon does at the pump here in Florida, and right now it's just under $4. It's about $3.70, $3.80, something like that. So this is unfortunately just nothing new to me. I mean, now that you are awake, you can just watch these TV events and you can see exactly what's going on. If you listen to what Lindsey Williams says, even though I'm sure the elite do use him to tell the people information that they want told, I still believe that overall the message of what he is saying is accurate of what they really want to do. The question is, will they achieve it or not? That we don't really know. So they want to get gold up to $3,000 an ounce, which I guarantee you they will succeed at that. Now, that doesn't mean that we're not going to tank first down to the fake print I have of $9.49 on gold, because if we have a big crash, it is very possible that a big scare, I should say, doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a huge crash. I still say that the crash in the market will happen next year, July or August time frame. We'll have to look for another Legatus meeting somewhere timed around that period, but or FMOC meeting. If you look for that, for Bernanke to speak, I believe that will be the time they're going to raise the interest rates, July or August of next year, 2013. As of this year, they are doing everything they can to get the price of oil up. So they went in there and they killed this guy, and they did it through people that they are paying, Muslim Brotherhood or whoever it is that they want to blame it on, terrorists over there in that area. They simply took him out so that they can justify going in there and killing President Assad, who didn't have anything to do with Christopher Stevens' death. Okay, this was done by George Daddy Bush, David Rockefeller, Henry Kissinger, and all the other head-ranking Illuminati members here in the United States. They're the ones responsible for killing this guy. It is all done, again, as a part of a ploy to get you, the American sheep, into believing that Syria and President Assad need to be taken out. And that is the same reason Obama got on TV and started spouting his mouth about chemical weapons. That you better not use chemical weapons on your people, President Assad. So chances are they don't even have chemical weapons at all, and they certainly aren't going to use them on their own people. So this President Assad is going to get assassinated. You can mark my words on that. They're going to take him out, and it will be done by, again, President Bush, former President Bush, George Daddy Bush, Henry Kissinger, David Rockefeller, J. Rockefeller, and whoever else is in on this. Clinton is in on it. Obama is in on it. They're all in on it. But it's sad that these things happen. We don't need any more wars. They don't exist, folks. I mean, wars are something that are created for profit. They go over there and attack these little towns. They tell these Navy SEAL guys that, hey, there's some bad guys in this little town. We need you to go take them out. They're a terrorist cell, or maybe they're whatever. I don't know if that if you caught that or not. My computer went to sleep on me because I wasn't moving. Went to the little star thing. Anyway, they'll do that, and they'll send the Navy SEALs in there, and the Navy SEALs will go in there thinking that they've got good intel from the CIA that there's something in that town that needs to be taken out. And they send in a Tomahawk missile, and they blow it all to hell, and people's body parts go everywhere. And then they go in there and see that there's nothing there, just innocent women and children, and maybe the men are off to work at the local bigger city, local wherever. And the men come home, and they see their wife and children in pieces, and they are rightfully angry. They were peaceful people, and now they're rightfully angry, and they want to take up guns and weapons and get revenge and shoot those responsible. And of course, the Navy SEALs don't know that that's what happened. Why they keep getting bad intel, and they keep doing their job. So the innocent man now becomes a quote-unquote terrorist because he picks up a weapon from, fortunately for him, the CIA is giving out the weapons because they're getting them again from George W. Bush and from Henry Kissinger and David Rockefeller, who are the ones behind funding these people with the weapons. They're giving them the tanks and the missiles and the AK-47s. You don't really think those people had the money to buy that. I mean, they didn't. They didn't have any money to buy that. Basically, you go over there, you kill their family, you piss them off, and you go, here, go shoot the Americans that did this to you here. And so the CIA sends in their front men inside the made-up group, either called the Muslim Brotherhood or Al-Qaeda or whatever. They make these groups up and recruit these people and give them weapons, and then they tell them to shoot the Americans. And of course, a few weeks go by or a few days go by or whatever, and you've got American troops now coming in there, innocent, don't know what's going on. They're just told that the Navy SEALs went in there and took out some terrorist cell, and they're to go in there now with their Humvees and their tanks and to clear it out and make sure everything is good. And they go in there and they start getting shot at. And they wonder, why, I don't know, these people are shooting at me. Of course, CNN is there with them to film these people shooting. And the people shooting, now labeled terrorists. Only, days later or days earlier, they just had their family wiped out. And this is what goes on the news. We see it as these people that are shooting are the bad guys, when in fact it is us that is the bad guys. It is the United States military that's going in there unknowingly. I don't mean that they're doing this on purpose. They're just doing what they're told. It goes all the way up to the head guys who are the ones that are behind all this, the pure evil. And and of course, I'm sure it filters over to the Pope as well, because he has to have his sacrifices before he rapes another child and then eats him in some ritual sacrifice under the Vatican City. It's sick, folks, what's been going on. They've been staging this for years, and this guy's no different right here. He was just sacrificed. It was his bad luck to be in Libya. So what'll be next? According to Lindsey Williams, the last country they're going to take is Saudi Arabia. So let's look for the ambassador in Saudi Arabia to mysteriously die at the hands of some Al-Qaeda group or some Muslim Brotherhood or whatever. If the elite gangsters, the Illuminati, the pigs, the Satanists, New World Order, insane, crazy people, if they have their way, they'll take down Saudi Arabia, and possibly that ambassador will be killed as well. And that's just the way it is. So you've got to wake up when you see these events on TV, and you see the rioting going on in Yemen or Yemen, whatever how it's pronounced. It's all staged. That we were the ones behind starting it all. There is no real terrorist except the ones we make. If you kill these people You turn them into someone who wants revenge, and I don't blame them. I would be pissed too if you killed my wife and kids and all that, although I don't have one, but I would be, and I would, pick up arms as well. If I didn't have arms, it'd be, they'd be giving them to me so that I could be a bad guy and they could go shoot and kill me. It's the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. I mean, so you have to wake up and realize that everything here is staged, that that this is moving along according to plan, but Lindsay said they're about 6 months behind, which, it's probably more than that, because I still think that it's going to be next year before the big one, before they really just pull the wool out, let the derivatives markets absolutely collapse. But between now and October, I don't see a lot going on in the market other than the continuation of this uptrend, maybe with small pullbacks. If there is to be a pullback in the market before the October Legatus meeting, I will say that it would occur Monday of next week. And you're wondering why? Quite simply, well, you can't see that, sorry. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's put it right like this for you so you can see it. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, Monday. If there's going to be one, Monday would be the date, and that is because Monday is a Ritual 11 day. So you look here at the calendar and you see the 17th. The month is the 9th month. 17, 1 plus 7 equals 8, plus the 9th month equals 17. The 2012, you add all those digits up, you got a 5. So 5 and 17 equals 22. So you have a 22 date there, and then you have another one on the, let's see, you got to equal 8, so on the 26th, that following week. Now, considering that this week is options expiration, third Friday of the month, there's 1, 2, 3, third Friday of the month is options expiration, you would think that it would be bullish. And they are 90% of the time, but I believe this is going to be one of those 10% of the times it's not going to be bullish, simply because of the fact that they have kept this market up for the last 3, 4, 5 weeks. I don't know, it's all the way here since August. As you can see, all of this has been up, and then when they finally made another move up, and there's got to be a lot of people that are long since this 1400 range, or even since down in here. And these people with these calls, they don't want them to get paid. There's too many bulls on this, I believe. So I do believe that they could be a pullback from the 17th into that Friday, so that these call holders don't get paid. But this is not the mark of the big move down. Don't think it is. I don't think for a moment that it is. It could very well be a wave 1 down, and then they just, who knows to how low, maybe this 1370, 1365 area, possibly, if they are going to have a move down. And then they should turn it right back up and go in, work their way right back up into October, which again, this is the meeting date that it ends, October 21st. It is the 10th through the 21st is the Legatus meeting. It is an 11-day event. 11 days, folks, 11 days. The day the market opens on the 22nd is a daily 11. On the 23rd, it is a yearly 11, because 2 plus 3 equals 5. And the month is the 10th month, so there's a 1 in it, so that's 6. And then you got a 5 when you add those numbers up, so 5 and 6 equals 11. So the 23rd is an 11. And Bernanke speaks here and here. So if there's going to be a peak in the market, my best guess is right here on the 23rd. That will be the peak, and then we're going to see a nasty move down towards the rest of the year. And then they should rally it into after it bottoms, maybe in January at the next Legatus meeting or something like that. Then they should rally it into July, August next year for the final high. And then after that, it should absolutely collapse. So I expect QE3 somewhere, maybe around the next Legatus or something. Maybe, which around is late February or late January, early February is the next Legatus. So anyway, that is it. I just wanted to do a video update of what I'm seeing. I'll be looking to get short right around that date, folks, in Legatus of this year, October 22nd, 23rd. Good luck, everyone.